Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're taking a look at the recently released concept art for Jedi Master Yoda from the upcoming Star Wars The High Republic series. Initially promoted as Project Luminous, The High Republic is a series of novels and comics set during the High Republic sub-era of the Age of Republic, approximately 200 years before the events of the Skywalker saga and 800 years after the fall of the Old Republic. The first chapter of the first novel in the series, Light of the Jedi, was released earlier this year. You can check out my narration of that chapter in the link above. Since that time, several concept art pieces and descriptions have been released for new characters in the series, such as Avar Kriss, Keith Trennis, Vern Rowe, and many others. As for Yoda, well, we were introduced to him back in The Empire Strikes Back, the Jedi Master of Obi-Wan when he begins training Luke Skywalker in the use of the Force. In Return of the Jedi, we find out his age to be 900 years old, which means he was born approximately 896 BBY. While not much is known of Yoda's early life, we do know he wasn't aware of his Force ability until adulthood. By age 96, he had become a Jedi Master. He was later elected to the High Council and subsequently became Grand Master of the whole Jedi Order. The events of the High Republic are said to center around 232 BBY, which would make Yoda at that time at least 664 years old. Yoda has had many representations over the years across many different genres. Though usually depicted in his later years, now StarWars.com has released the concept art for Master Yoda several hundred years younger during this High Republic era, along with an accompanying article which provides some details as to his character in the series. It states as follows. Yoda will feature prominently in Daniel Jose Older's Star Wars The High Republic Adventures comic, coming 2021 from IDW Publishing. The Jedi Master that Older depicts in his series, however, won't be quite the same sage-like being we know. The article goes on to describe Yoda as a journeyman out in the galaxy. According to Older, the Emperor's little green friend will still be treading somewhat familiar ground, that of a teacher. And so here's the problem I have already. They're saying he won't be the same sage-like being we know, which suggests, at least to me, a plan to deconstruct who he is, who we know him to be, his personality, much like what we've seen Disney Star Wars do with other fan favorites such as Luke and Han. The difference here is that any dramatic change would defy logic. At 664 years old, he should in fact be very much the sage-like being we know. He would be incredibly wise and knowledgeable in the Force. By this time, he's outlived and trained generations of Jedi. And describing him as a journeyman isn't exactly high praise either. One definition of this word is one who is reliable but not outstanding. Why would anyone describe Yoda in those terms? He is undoubtedly outstanding in anything he does after nearly 600 years as a Jedi Master. This sounds like a disaster in the making, and not just in what they're trying to do to his character, but also what they're trying to do to his image. Take a look at this. You don't have to look too closely to tell that his entire demeanor, his very presence is dark and brooding and edgy, and anything but hopeful. In fact, he looks downright done with it all, with that fed-up side eye and irritated demeanor. Sure, the coloring and general physical design of his features are fine, consistent with the race we know he comes from, and the attire is familiar, maybe too familiar considering the time period, but the bigger problem I have is his facial expression as representing who he is in this series. It's dismissive and angry. And keep in mind, this is the High Republic era, the golden age of the Jedi. It doesn't make sense that he would have this expression of, if not despair, utter exasperation. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't feel right. But hey, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Is this the Yoda you remember? Is this the Yoda you expected for this particular era? Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.